just radiate out into the distance, feeling the sound begin to connect you to your energy body. Good morning. Welcome back to the class you've always wanted to go to. No wrong way to do it. Doing it wrong better than not doing it at all. I hope that everyone's week was good. I hope there were plenty of opportunities to practice what we worked on last time. We did do some new things with the walking, and so hopefully that was something you were able to do. We had some nice days, and so the Tai Chi walking is something that you can just do on your own outside, on its own outside, just walking without really much more to it. And that can be a very simple, nice, meditative practice as a standalone thing to do. And so, just a reminder that all of these things that we do are sort of a menu for you to pick through to hopefully start to incorporate a practice into your daily life that is whatever works for you. And so, if you are doing some cloud hands, with some walking, with some bouncing, that is a perfect practice for you. And so again, returning to one of our aspirations and hopes for this time together is that you are getting something that you can incorporate into your daily life that begins to increase your feelings of health, vitality, wellness, and settling and purifying your energetic self, which you can bring to your daily life in a positive way. So hopefully that is happening for you. I am always available for questions, comments, concerns. My email is benben, B-E-N, 214 at yahoo.com. benben214 at yahoo.com. And so please feel free to reach out. Ask me any questions. We're getting to a point where there's a lot of information, and hopefully it's starting to integrate for you. And in that integration process, some things may arise. And so I am always available. I will do my best to respond within 24 hours, so know that you'll get a quick answer. And with that, we will start our Tai Chi warm-ups. And so let me just check in here for a second. Yep, okay. So, feet about shoulder width apart, 3 intentful corrections. Just relax the knees, hips come forward, raise from the heart center, tuck the chin. And turning our awareness inward to notice how those adjustments change our feeling of ourselves, and notice perhaps how quickly we went through them now, having done the body adjustment several times. We can just sort of do all 3 at once and just notice. Turning our awareness to the breath, the second treasure. Just noticing your breath. What is it like? Where is it? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Smooth or rough? Becoming aware of your resting breath, knowing where we are departing from. And drawing the breath down into the lower energy center, the lower Dantian, sea of medicine, ocean of elixir, reservoir of energy. In through the nose, out through the nose. Slow, smooth breath, expanding the lower Dantian, feeling it perhaps charge up with energy. In and out. In noticing how the longer, slower, fuller breaths can change our experience, change our presence and our present. Inhale and exhale. Our last treasure, the mind, adjusting the mind by allowing it to rest on the present moment, allowing all that remains in the past to stay there just for now, all that awaits us in the future to await its time for attention just for now, gently returning the mind to this moment, this body, this breath. And beginning with the flowing motion, inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Slow flowing movement that is one of our hallmarks of the Tai Chi and Qigong practice. Recalling perhaps the Tai Chi principle of movement we're connecting to here. I am allowing that to arise in your experience and feel into the knowledge you may have that is new to you still. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale, sink back. One more as we prepare to move side to side. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Bringing a breath in, lifting slightly, and moving to the table side as we exhale and sink down. Inhale and sink down, working today perhaps with a brushing down as we come across, connecting to the earth. Inhale and slowly moving across, feeling another principle of movement perhaps as we move here. Again, perhaps feeling that knowledge well up inside you and appear as something perhaps still feeling new or settling in. Inhale and sink down. And sink down. And sink down. We'll come across one more time as we prepare to flow up and down, expanding and contracting. So coming to center and inhale, expand up. And exhale, sinking down, contracting. Inhale up. And exhale, sink down, contracting. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And a big gathering breath from all around. Inhale. Gathering pure, fresh energy to exhale and send into the body, washing away blockages and stagnations, settling the energy we've started to raise. Inhale, gather and exhale, almost like allowing a container of water to fall upon you and wash things away. Inhale, gather, and exhale, sending that water, that chi, that energy down through the skin, soft tissue, through the muscles and tendons, the organs, down to the bones, penetrating, cleansing to the very center of your physical being, your marrow, nourishing as it washes. And one more. Inhale, gather. And exhale, sending, cleansing, washing. Ringing the temple gong, arms like wet noodles at the side, rotating from the hips. Always returning to the three treasures, sinking and rising of the body, slow, smooth nature of the breath, and the presence of our mind here in this moment. And allowing the variations, the potential variations to rise up in you, bouncing perhaps, rotating your head around, lifting the arms, whatever it is for you today that makes up the ringing of the temple gong, and attune to the inner experience of it for you today. And coming to stillness, gentle bouncing, perhaps allowing the heels to raise up, and a vibration coming up from the contact of the heels and the ground, up the legs, shaking loose any rust, shaking the wrists, elbows, shoulders, everything, and just moving around, and sighs of relief. And shake out a little bit, lifting the feet, shaking, and moving from the ground up to the sky, allowing the knees to gently rotate almost, and back the other way. And again, back the other way. Gentle movements allowing energy pathways to open up in the ankles and calves and knees and thighs, hip circles, feeling all of the area and space and connection and movement in the hips back the other way. And back the other way. And hip circles coming out. Hip does a semicircle over the knee, back and over the knee, weight shift back over the knee. Feeling this movement generate to a figure 8 with the hips back the other way. Now the hip tracing a semicircle forward over the knee. And turtle swims in the ocean, so we'll inhale, come down as the arms come up. Exhale, arms down as we raise. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, push down. Inhale, sink and raise. Exhale, sink and raise. One more. Inhale. And exhale down. Squeezing the sponge. Inhale. Palms face up. Looking up to the sky. Slight stretch of the back. backwards, and exhale, coming down, squeezing everything together, and release. Inhale up. And exhale, squeezing the knees, the thighs, the heels into the ground, the fists, and release. Inhale up. And squeeze and release. Raising earth to sky, holding our chi ball in front as the top hand pushes down, bottom hand reaches up, feeling the stretch in the side body, and exhale down. Inhale, push down, raise up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, push down, raise up. Exhale, come down. And shoulder rolls by gathering and sending waves. So inhale, reach out to the far middle of the ocean and gather a wave. Exhale, allowing it to crash over. Movement generating from the elbows out. Inhale, they up. Inhale, gather. And exhale, allow the wave to crash over you, washing away. And now turning that around, inhale, gathering blockages and stagnations from inside. Exhale, allowing the wave to crash and send them out into the ocean where they are accepted by the water. Nose circles, tracing the face of a clock, very gently, not looking to grind the neck again, just to open up the energy pathways for a smoother flow of chi back the other way. Not looking to hear that grind, but just gently work the muscles and tendons supporting the head. Top of the head circles, same thing, not looking to hear our neck grind, but just move gently and back the other way. And some bouncing. And a big sigh of relief. All right, shake it out. Hope everyone's feeling good. So, to review our Tai Chi walking. Again, hope everybody had a chance to do it. The principles of the Tai Chi walking we've engaged in. 2 train tracks. Going forward, we're walking along those train tracks. And we have our basically 3-step process. And so our feet are about shoulder width apart. We step forward. Our weight is mostly on our front leg. We shift our weight back. So now it's mostly on the back leg. As we come forward, right, this leg it's maybe 70-30. Shift back, maybe 70% on the back leg. We turn our torso and our toe. So we're now facing about 45 degrees. And then we step forward on that train track. So not moving over this way, but coming forward here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, forward, back, turn, forward, back, turn, forward, back, turn. And again, we can do this in a circle, right? So I'm coming forward, back, turn, forward, back, turn, forward, back, rotate, forward, back, rotate. And now the train tracks are sort of less just in a straight line, and I'm moving my legs around the circle, but I am maintaining the forward, back, turn, forward, back, turn, forward, back, turn, forward, back, turn. So that is something to just work on by itself on your own. Walk in a circle 4 or 5 times and get that rhythm down. And recalling perhaps that we incorporated a breath practice with that of the in, out breath. So we did into the belly, into the chest, out, long exhale, into the belly, into the breath, long exhale, into the belly, into the chest, long exhale. And so tying back to where we started today, all of these are standalone practices. This breath practice is something we can do by itself, on its own, sitting down. Someone's pissing us off. We hang up the phone, they leave the room, and we without leaving our desk, without changing our scene, we have altered our interior experience by tapping into these practices that we've started to incorporate into our lives. A very simple practice that costs no money, that only uses tools that you have with you all the time. For the in, out breath, all you're using are your lungs and your mouth holes, right? Very simple, and yet can be very transformative. And so in, out, right? And we can be simple, we can be fancy. I can have my hands here. I can have my hands just here. I could be a little more fancy. I could be even a little more fancy. Right? Find the practice that works in the moment that you can do, because doing it is better than not doing it. Right? So forward, back, rotate. Forward, back, rotate. Forward, back, rotate. That is our Tai Chi walking practice. So I encourage you to try that, see how it goes, try and incorporate that, sometimes during the day. So I'm just adjusting my timer here so that we get to the appropriate ending point. And we are now going to go through the 5 form, and I'm not going to say anything. And so we'll see how that goes for you, just following the movements, seeing if you have the names yourself. And so, practicing without the names, perhaps, noticing how the practice has been integrated or does not feel so integrated. I hope that that was something was easy to follow along. Please, again, you have my email address, benben214@yahoo.com. Would love to hear any comments, concerns. Next week, I'd be happy to address them so that if there are any sort of lingering or burning questions for you, you can have them addressed. And so I hope that today was enjoyable. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much.